Good morning, all of you. Hope everyone doing well. Effective nuclear charge. Z effective. Frequently we are discussing about effective nuclear charge. As effective nuclear charge increases, ionization energy increases. As effective nuclear charge increases, atomic radius decreases. How we can calculate effective nuclear charge? Z effective. Z effective is equal to actual nuclear charge Z minus sigma. Here what is Z? Actual nuclear charge. Actual nuclear charge. What is sigma? Screening constant. Screening constant. Okay, before we discussed screening effect, right? That is screening effect or screening constant or shielding effect. Okay, sigma. So finally Z effective is equal to actual nuclear charge minus screening constant. Actual nuclear charge nothing but number of protons. Number of protons in the nucleus. Okay. How we can calculate screening constant? Screening constant sigma case 1. First case 1. Sigma for screening constant for Ns and Np electron. Sigma for Ns and Np electron 0.35. Screening constant for each electron of Ns and Np. Each electron of Ns and Np 0.35. Now n minus 1 into sp orbitals. N minus 1 spd orbitals. The value is 0.85. Okay. Sigma for Ns and Np electron 0.35. N minus 1 shell of s orbital, p orbital or d orbital electron is equal to 0.85. N minus 2 of s, p, d and f is equal to 1. N minus 2. Next one, case 2. Sigma for Nd and Nf electrons equal to 0.35. Sigma for Nd and Nf electrons 0.35. Remaining n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 shells. The value is electron. The value is 1. Okay, na? Here two cases. Sigma for Ns and Np electron 0.35. Then n minus 1 shell of spd electron 0.85. N minus 2 shell of spd and f electron 1. Case 2, sigma for Nd and Nf electron 0.35. Then remaining n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 electrons 1. Okay, let us discuss some examples. Okay, for example, here one exception is there. Exception. Sigma for 1s electron for helium equal to 0.30. This is the exception. Sigma for 1s electron for He 0.30. Okay, that is only exception. Remaining Ns and Np electron 0.35. Okay, na? For example, lithium. Atomic number Z equal to 3, right? Okay, electronic configuration 1s2 2s1. Okay, now you can calculate sigma for 2s electron. Now we want to calculate sigma for 2s electron. Then you exclude this electron. Exclude this electron. Remaining, this is n minus 1, right? N minus 1. Then sigma n minus 1. You are calculating for sigma for ns electron. This electron you are calculating. You exclude this electron. You can consider remaining electrons. For what electron you calculate, you exclude that electron, and remaining you can calculate sigma for remaining electrons. Okay, 1s2. 1s2 means this is n minus 1, right? This is nth cell. This is n minus 1. For ns electron 0.35. No more electrons in ns cell. Then n minus 1 cell. Okay, 2 electrons present in n minus 1. So n minus 1, 2 electrons present. Each electron 0.85, right? So 2 into 0.85, that equal to 1.70. So that is sigma for 2s electron in lithium. Then effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge is equal to actual nuclear charge, that is equal to number of protons. Lithium atomic number 3, that means 3 protons present in the nucleus. That's the effective nuclear charge. Okay, actual nuclear charge 3 minus 1.7, right? That is equal to 1.3. So Z effective for 2s electron in lithium is 1.3, right? So let us discuss some more examples. Okay, next one. Actually, calculating sigma for outer electrons, this rule is actually known as Slater's rule. Which rule? Slater's rule. So according to Slater's rule, we are calculating sigma. Okay. Next one. For example, you can take beryllium. Atomic number 4, right? Electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2. Again, you are calculating sigma for 2s electron. Okay, na? Sigma for 2s electron. Sigma for 2s electron. That electron you exclude, remaining electron you consider. So if you exclude one electron, then how many more electrons are there? One more electron is there. Exclude one electron. You are calculating sigma for that electron. So you exclude that electron. You can calculate for remaining electrons. Remaining electrons 2 minus 1, 1, right? That is present in nth cell, right? This is nth cell, and this is n minus 1, n minus 1. In nth cell of s electron and p electron 0.35, right? How many electrons in the nth cell? 1 electron. After exclude 1 electron, 1 into 0.35 plus in n minus 1 spd electron 0.85, right? So how many electrons? 2 electrons. 2 into 0.85. Okay, that is equal to this one 1.7, this one 0.35, 1.7. That is equal to value 2.05, right? 2.05. Sigma 2.05 for 2s electron in beryllium. Okay, then Z effective is equal to actual nuclear charge. Actual nuclear charge 4 protons, right? 4 minus sigma 2.05. That is equal to 1.95, right? Beryllium. Okay, next boron. Atomic number 6. You can calculate electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. You can calculate sigma for 2p electron. 2p electron. You exclude this electron. Remaining, this is nth cell, right? Nth cell. This is n minus 1. Okay, sigma ns electrons. How many ns electrons present? 2 in nth cell. S electrons 2. Each electron 0.35. So 2 into 0.35 plus in n minus 1. N minus 1 value 0.85, right? So how many electrons present in n minus 1? 2 electrons present in n minus 1. So 2 into each electron 0.85. 0.85. Okay, that is equal to 2 into 0.35, 0.7 plus 2 into 0.85, 1.7. That is equal to 2.4, right? Sigma 2.4 for 2p electron in boron. Okay, next one. Z effective Z effective. Actual nuclear charge 6 protons. So 6 minus sigma 2.4, that is equal to 3.6, right? Z effective for boron 2p electron 3.6, right? Okay, let us discuss some more examples. Fluorine, Z equal to 9, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, right? Now you calculate sigma for 2p electron. How many electrons present in the p orbital? 5 electrons. Exclude 1 electron. 5 minus 1, 4, right? Remaining 4 electrons. Then sigma equal to, this is nth shell, right? Nth shell, and this is n minus 1. In nth shell, how many electrons present? 4, right? Ns and np, 4 electrons total. Sorry, here 2 electrons, here 4 electrons. Total 6 electrons. Total 7 electrons, but you exclude 1 electron, right? For that electron, you calculate sigma. Okay, so total 6 electrons, right? 6 into each electron, Ns and Np, 0.35. So 6 into 0.35 plus n minus 1. How many electrons? 2 electrons, right? 2 into 0.85. Then you will get some value, right? Then how you can find Z effective? 9 protons minus, you will get some value, right? Sigma. You can take that value. Then finally you will get Z effective. Okay, na? And one more example. Sodium, atomic number 11, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, right? Now you can calculate sigma for 3s electron. 3s electron, you exclude this one. So this is nth shell, this is n minus 1, and this is n minus 2. Okay, na? Sigma, exclude this electron. Okay, we are calculating sigma for this electron. Now n minus 1, in n minus 1 spd electron 0.85, right? In n minus 1, how many electrons present? 8 electrons present, right? So 8 into each electron 0.85 my plus n minus 2 shell, n minus 2 spdf, any electron 1, right? Okay, no? 1. So 2 electrons, each electron 1, because that is n minus 2 shell. N minus 2 shell, s electron, p electron, d electron, f electron, any electron, n minus 2 shell 1, right? So 2 into 1, that equal to 8 into 0.85, 8 5s are 40, 8 8s are 64, 64 plus 4, 68, that means 6.8 plus 2, that is equal to 8.8. Okay, then Z effective equal to actual nuclear charge 11 protons, 11 minus 8.8. So 11 minus 8.8, that is equal to 2.2. Clear? So this is Z effective for 3s electron in sodium. Okay, next one. Z effective for 3d electrons in 4s electron in scandium. Z effective for 4s electron in scandium. Okay, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, scandium atomic number 21, right? Atomic number 21, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d1. That is the electronic configuration of scandium. Okay, all the same cell you should write at one place, 3d1, 4s2. Okay, 4s2, 3d1 or 3d1, 4s2. No problem, because similar cells right at one place. And finally this is outermost shell. Now you are calculating sigma for what? 4s electron. Okay, you exclude that electron, remaining one more electron is there, 2 minus 1 electron. So and this is nth shell, this is n minus 1 shell, this is n minus 2 and this is n minus 3. Okay na? Now sigma equal to 4s. How many more electrons are there? One more electron, right? You exclude one electron because you are calculating sigma for that electron. You exclude that electron. So 4s, one electron is present, right? Okay. So for ns electron, what is the value? 0.35. So 1 into 0.35, 1 electron only. Remaining n minus 1 shell, n minus 1 shell, s electron, p electron or d electron, 0.85, right? 0.85. Okay. So 0.85. How many electrons present? 9 electrons present, right? 2 plus 6, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 electrons present. For each electron, 0.85 plus n minus 2 shell, n minus 3 shell or any n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4 for any shell, remaining electrons 1. The value is 1. N minus 2 shell, n minus 3 shell, n minus 4. The value for any electron 1. So here how many electrons present? 8 electrons present, right? Here how many electrons present? 2 electrons. 8 plus 2, 10. Okay, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4. For anything, sigma value 1. So total 10 electrons present. 10 into 1. Okay, that is equal to 0.35 plus 10. Now 9 into 0.85, 9 5s are 45. 9 8s are 72. 72 plus 4, 76, right? Okay, 7.65. Clear? Next one. Plus 10. Okay, that is equal to 0.35, 7.65. That equal to 8, right? 8 plus 10, 18. 18. Sigma 18. Then Z effective equal to actual nuclear charge. Atomic number 21, right? So 21 protons minus 18. That is equal to 3. Clear? 21 minus 18, 3. So Z effective for 4s electron in scandium. Okay, value is 3. Next one, sigma for 3d electron of scandium. In the before example, we calculated sigma for 4s electron of scandium. Okay, now we are calculating 3d electron. Okay, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d1, 4s2. Now we are calculating sigma for 3d electron, right? In the 3d, how many electrons are there? 1 electron. You exclude that electron because we are calculating sigma for that electron. That's why you exclude. You know, this is comes under case 2. Already we discussed 2 cases, right? In the case 1, each electron of ns and np orbitals, sigma value 0.35, right? N minus 1th shell of spd, the value is 0.85. Remaining shells n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4, anything, the value is 1. Okay, now this is comes under case 2. Case 2, for each electron of nd and nf orbitals, the value is 0.35, right? And the remaining shells n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, any shell for each electron, the value is 1. So this is comes under second case. Okay, now here remember one thing, we are calculating sigma for 3d electron, right? With respect to 3d, the 4s is outer shell, right? That's why no contribution of 4s electrons, because we are calculating sigma for 3d electrons. Okay, then we consider that shell and the inner shells, not outer shell of that cell. Okay, now in case if you are calculating sigma for 4s electron, then you consider that shell and inner shells. Okay, but here we are calculating sigma for 3d, so that's why you consider that one and the inner shells. So with respect to 3d, 4s is outer shell, right? So there is no contribution of 4s electrons. No need to consider 4s. So you can leave that. Now, in 3D, how many electrons are there? One electron present, right? So you exclude that electron. And also, you consider this 3D as nth shell. Nth shell. 3D. Remaining shell. This one consider as n minus 1. This one consider then n minus 2. This one n minus 3. N minus 3. Actually, in this, what is the n value? 4, right? N value 4. Then third cell is n minus 1. Second cell is n minus 2. First cell is n minus 3, right? But here, we are calculating sigma for 3D. So that's one, that alone you consider as n. As usual, this one n minus 1. Okay. Now, sigma equal to, in the nth shell, how many electrons present? 1 electron. But you exclude that electron, right? No more electrons. That's why you can leave it. Next one, n minus 1. In n minus 1, how many electrons present? 8 electrons. 8 electrons. That's why 8 into 1. Nd electrons, value is 0.35. Remaining all cells, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. The value is 1, right? So n minus 1, 1. So how many electrons present? 8 electrons. 8 into 1. Plus here, n minus 2 also. 8 into 1. Plus n minus 3. 2 into 1. Okay, that is equal to 8 plus 8. 16. 16 plus 2. 18. Sigma value 18. Then Z effective. Z effective is equal to, okay, 21. Atomic number 21, right? So actual nuclear charge 21 minus 18. That is equal to 3. Z effective 3. Right? So this is the value. Sigma for 3D electron of scandium. One more example. Sigma for 3D electron of titanium. Atomic number 22. So electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d2, 4s2. Okay, we are calculating sigma for 3D electron, right? So that's why exclude one electron, because in the 3D 2 electrons are there. You are calculating sigma for 1 electron. You exclude that electron. Remaining electrons n 2 minus 1, 1 electron, right? And this one no need to consider because no contribution, because with respect to 3D this one is outer shell, right? So no need to consider. So that's why you consider 1 electron in 3D, because 2 electrons are there. For what electron you have to calculate sigma, you exclude that electron. So remaining 1, and this one alone you consider as nth shell. Okay, so this one actually n value 4. So this one n minus 1, right? This one n minus 2, n minus 2, this one n minus 3. Okay, now sigma equal to Nd electrons. How many electrons are there? 1 electron only. Nd electrons. For this one value 0.35. Nd electron and Nf electron value 0.35. So 1 into 0.35 plus remaining all cells n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. The value is 1, right? So here 2, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 6 10, 10 plus 2 12, 12 plus 6 18. So 18 into 1. For these all the value is 1. Okay, 18, that is equal to 18 plus 0.35, 18.35, right? Sigma. Then Z effective, actual nuclear charge, atomic number 22, right? Titanium. So 22 minus 18.35, that is equal to, what is the value? 3.65. Clear? So this is the value for Z effective. Understood? So here something different than before examples. Okay, because we are calculating sigma for 3D electron, n minus 1 into d electron. That one you consider alone nth shell. Remaining n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. Values for Nd and Nf electron 0.35. Remaining all 1. Okay, na? So this is Slater's rule and the calculation of sigma. Okay, in the next class we will discuss variation of ionization energy in a period and group. Okay, thank you.